Well, there are a lot of reasons why you should be awake at night, worrying, but you know what? Your money should not be one of them. How about a little financial peace with Charisse? I am with Charisse McKenzie. She is president of Saturn Wealth, and she invited us to her office today. Thank you for having us over.
Thanks for coming.
And thanks for bringing peace to our financial life today as well.
We're working on it.
We have a lot to work on, Charisse. We have a lot to cover today for our viewers. So let's talk about, it's been a rough year, the pandemic. A lot of people laid off. A lot of people had 401ks. Who may not know what to do with that money. What do you recommend?
Well, it's not generally advisable to leave that company with your former employer because you don't have any more control over it, you can't contribute to it, you're limited in your options, and they're still charging you to have it there. So usually we recommend rolling that over to something like an IRA.
Okay, that's good advice. Let's talk a little bit about Social Security. A lot of people, it's very confusing. You know, my husband is ready, and I'm just like overwhelmed with it. You say there are 567 ways to file?
There are.
That's overwhelming.
I know, and
How
it's
do you
always
help us?
changing all the time as well.
I bet it is.
Yeah, so we actually have some nice software where we can input people's information, and it's about 8 pages of information we put in, and it does all the calculations for you to help you figure out exactly how and when to file to get the most money. So that takes all the guesswork out of it.
But you'll do that, right?
Yeah, we can do it right in our office. You don't have to sit there with pen and paper and figure it out yourself.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. You know, I want to talk a little bit about the fact that you've been on Sonora Living so many times in the past, and I want ladies at home to know, because I'm going to be honest with you, talking money, it kind of overwhelms me because I don't feel like I'm really good with it. And I think a lot of women might feel that way. You're a woman-owned business. You've been in business how many years?
About 10.
About 10 years. But your passion is helping other women. What do you want them to know if they're maybe a little intimidated by the whole process?
Yeah, well, we really want to educate and empower women because, you know, unexpected things happen, like a death or a divorce, and they're suddenly widowed and don't know what to do or even what they have or where it is. So we really spend a lot of time trying to help those women navigate through it because it can be very stressful and it's confusing and, like you said, very overwhelming at times as well.
Right, and how are you doing it all during the pandemic?
Well, we are doing individual appointments. Some people prefer Zoom meetings. We're still trying to do workshops, you know, socially distanced workshops to accommodate people, and just trying to educate and get the word out there and help people know what their options are.
Oh, I like workshops. That sounds interesting. What do you help people learn during a workshop?
We have various topics. So actually we're doing one today on taxes at the library. We also do them on Social Security since it's so confusing.
Yes.
And then we do workshops also specifically for women.
Wow, I really, really like that because you know what? There are so many women out there who find themselves in situations where they have to take over their finances and maybe they've never done it before. How much do you step in and actually get involved with a newbie?
It depends. Everyone's level of comfort is different, and some people need a little bit more hand-holding than other people might. So it really just depends on how involved they want us to be and how much help they really need.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like you know, the whole point is that you empower us, and that's so important. How are you different than maybe, you're independent, I know you have a small staff that works here, but you're very hands-on. How is that different than working, we'll just call them the big box financial advisors?
Well, people usually think that the big places have more options, and sometimes the opposite is true. So we're completely independent and full service, so we can do anything and use anything that's out there, and we're not beholden to any one particular company or carrier. So we can usually sometimes offer more than the big people can.
Oh, wow, okay, that's interesting. So you're able to bring more options to us, is that what it is?
Yeah, because we hold multiple licenses on the insurance side and the security side, so we can truly do everything. And having a fiduciary responsibility means we have to be in people's best interest when we're making those recommendations as well.
Which is exactly what we want to hear.
Yes.
You've got my best interest in mind.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Charisse, for inviting us over. And here's a special offer from Charisse as well. Schedule a complimentary planning session and you'll receive a personalized retirement plan or a 401k rollover option tailored to your needs. Saturn Wealth, they're located at 1166 East Warner Road, that's Suite 213 in Gilbert. Call this number, 480-339-7103, or visit the website to learn more, SaturnWealth.com.